Welcome, guitar friends. My name is Peter Frary. Today we'll be talking about finger names and fingernail care for guitar players. Let's start with the names of the fingers. The left-hand fingers are used on the fingerboard to hold down notes and chords. These fingers have numerical names, beginning with the index finger, number 1. The middle finger is number 2. The ring finger is number 3. And the little finger is number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The right-hand fingers are used to pick and strum the strings of the guitar. Here are the names for these fingers. The thumb is P, index is I, middle finger is M, and ring finger is A. P, I, M, A.
In musical scores, the use of a particular finger, called a fingering, may be indicated. In this example, the left-hand fingerings are blue while the right-hand fingerings are red. Chord diagrams often indicate left-hand fingerings by placing the numerical name above or below the diagram.
Before playing the guitar, prepare the fingernails of both hands. The left-hand fingernails are the easiest. You simply trim them as short as possible. That is, the nails should be below the fingertips. The flesh should be the only thing that touches the string and fingerboard. Short nails reduce buzzing by allowing a solid contact between the finger and the string. The right-hand fingernails are used to pluck and strum the strings of the guitar. I recommend beginning with a fingernail length of about 1/16 of an inch beyond the fingertips. Some players prefer a little longer thumbnail, about 1/8 of an inch beyond the tip. Next, we have to get those right-hand fingernails into shape so that they sound their very best on the guitar. That means a little bit of sanding and polishing. You can see we have the tools of the trade right here, and I'll get into that in a couple minutes. There are some of you that don't have long enough fingernails on the right hand to play guitar right now, and that's okay. They'll grow out in a couple weeks and you can polish them. There's also some people that can't grow nails, and that's fine. You can pluck the strings with the flesh of the fingertip and you make a beautiful tone. So no worries, just enjoy playing guitar with the flesh of the fingertip. But if you want the most variety of tonal color, meaning from bright to mellow, the nail will give you that. And so let's take a look at what we need to do to get your fingernails sounding their best on the guitar. We'll take a look at how to shape the right hand nails to get the best sound out of the guitar. First thing you need are a couple simple tools. You need a smooth cutting nail file. My favorite is this etched glass file. They're available at Amazon and better drugstores. You can also use this metal type of file. It's called a finishing file. It usually has sapphire powder or diamond powder glued onto the blade, and it cuts fairly smooth, but not as smooth as the glass file. And also you'll need some fine sandpaper. I'd recommend 1000 grit, but you can go as low as 600 and that would be better than not doing it. So the first thing you want to do, once your nails are long enough, is you'll want to shape the nail to the contour of the finger. Now every guitar player has a preference. Some of them like to shave off the left side or make it a little more pointed. Some of them like it square. But I'd recommend starting with a rounded oval or half circle contour. And as you grow in your experience, you'll come to prefer certain shapes. So you take the file and you smooth the edge and make sure that it's in the shape that you want. So my thumbnail's on the long side, and it's summertime and I've been running around a lot outdoors. So you take off any burrs or notches on it. And one thing that a lot of people neglect to do is when you're plucking the string of the guitar, you're moving through the plane of the string, and if you just have a squared off nail, it doesn't sound as good. So what we do is we angle the thumb a little bit, and we cut a ramp or a bevel on it. And that allows it to slide off the string a little more easily, get less raspy tones and less resistance. So once it's shaped the way that you want it, the next step is to make it a little bit smoother. And what you do is you take sandpaper, 600 to 1000 grit, and you sand the edge of the nail, like that. So it should look really nice. And don't neglect to do the underside. And the best way to do that is to wrap the sandpaper around the nail file, and then you can work on smoothing the bevel out, get the corners and everything. Now you notice if you forget to do this and you play guitar, it won't sound as good. It will sound a little scrapey. You'll hear a lot more contact noise. So I do this every day. You only have to spend 30 seconds doing it, but you want your nails to be smooth. And you'll need to do that to every single finger, of course, not just the thumbnail. So now I think you're ready to play.